Hello everyone, Happy New Year. Welcome back to GoTarryn TV. This is Dr. T, PhD, the prodigy of sports psychology, and this is the very first episode of 2022. I hope you're having a wonderful new year out there wherever you're watching. I could not think of a better guest to bring here on to kickstart this year off the right way with GoTarryn Health and Fitness. After all, she's not only my favorite guest, but she's the best guest right here on GoTarryn TV. You know who I'm talking about. Elsie Trawick is going to be coming back here, and she's going to be talking to us here momentarily. But before I bring Elsie on here today, I'd like to ask everyone out there, if this is your first time watching, please make sure to like this video, leave us a comment, and share it with all of your friends and family out there. It's going to be a very informative episode because I've asked Elsie to come on here and tell us how to start the new year off right, and she's going to in turn tell us how to goal set. That's right, she's going to be talking goal setting, how to know your why, and also how to figure out and determine what you want intuitively and how to work that into your life. And again, I can't think of anyone else who can do it a better job than she can, because you know she's the best. Like I said, she's my favorite, and she's going to be on here momentarily. So when we return, get ready, get set, because it's Elsie Trawick to start off GoTarryn TV in the year 2022. And remember, with GoTarryn Health and Fitness, it's your time, it's your investment, it's your life. Back in a second.
Happy New Year, Taryn.
Yes, Happy New Year to you, and I'm so excited to get you on here today because I know today you were going to talk to us about goal setting, how to know our why to make our changes, and about connecting to what we intuitively want. So how appropriate today for a New Year's episode, the first episode of GoTarryn TV for 2022. So I'll let you jump right into it. This sounds like it's going to be a fun episode.
Oh, great, because this happens to be one of my favorite things to talk about in the first week of January, actually the first month of the year. It's still, you got plenty of time to set goals. You got plenty of time to make things work out for you. Please don't put pressure thinking, oh my God, it's already the 5th of January, I'm too late. No, you're not. It's fine.
Good.
This is a great time to think, formulate, talk to your best friends, your family, and set your goals for the year. I used to be one of those people, I have a story I want to share, I used to be one of those people who always made New Year's resolutions, and then I never kept them. They lasted until I got them written down. They may have lasted a couple hours, but that was it. And I never knew why I didn't keep them. I didn't understand the whole thing about resolutions. And then I started figuring out, the more I read, the more I figured was trying to work on myself and create new pathways, new ways of thinking to make progress, to grow, to develop, to change. And I realized resolutions are big, overarching, they're big picture things. Like you might think, oh, this year, 2022, I want to lose 35 pounds. I want to lose 35. And you think, oh, I know why I want to do that. I want to lose 35 pounds so I can go on vacation with my family this year, ride a bicycle and hike up the mountain or hike along the beach and not be tired. I want to lose weight because my biometric numbers aren't good and I don't want to be sick. I want to be healthy. Or they're overarching, like I want to be healthy. I want to eat healthier. I want to exercise more. Those are big overarching resolutions. They're not goals. Goals, we break down into their parts. Goals, you want to create SMART goals. They want to be specific. They want to be actionable. They want to be measurable. They want to be time bound so that you can see results and feel accomplishments. resolutions are, you may want to say, restate them. It's like, I resolve that I'm going to eat healthier this year. I resolve that I am going to lose weight. I resolve that I'm going to clean my house. For me, this is one of mine. I resolve that I'm actually going to clean my house once a week versus waiting until I've got company coming over and spend the whole day cleaning my house, and then I'm exhausted because I've been cooking and cleaning and I really don't have that much fun. Or I do, and then my house is a wreck the next day again, and I don't clean it up until the next time I have people over. So, it's go ahead, make the pie in the sky resolutions you want to, but then come back to those resolutions and set specific goals. Like, you want to lose 35 pounds. How are you going to do it? What are you going to change? What are you going to, again, make them actionable, make them time bound, make them measurable so you can see results, and make that something that you can stick to it. And that comes to our theme for today. How do you do that? We can all set goals, but how do we stick to our goals? How do we stick to what we want? And that's by connecting it with you, connecting it with your heart, connecting it with your soul, connecting it with your intuition. Is this something I can really do? So maybe you do want to lose 35 pounds, but 35 pounds, you don't know how to lose 35 pounds. But you can break that down and say, I've got 12 months to lose 35 pounds. Let's start with January. Maybe, and this is very realistic, I can lose 5 pounds this month. How am I going to do that? Well, I'm going to start walking 3 mornings a week. I am going to put more vegetables on my plate. I'm going to cut out desserts and only allow myself desserts on special occasions, not every day, not on the weekend, but on special occasions. So you mark those special occasions down in your calendar. You put your walking schedule in your calendar. How am I going to add more vegetables to my diet? Create a plan. What are the vegetables I like to eat? So that, you start reading up, you create a plan. It may take you all month to come up with your plan, your goals, but that's okay, because in the meantime, you've learned a lot about yourself. And then, does this goal actually align with your values? Does it align with who you are? Does it align with your why? Why do you want to do this? And your why is critically important, because it's what's going to keep you on the path of your goal. It's going in face of all obstacles and barriers, in face of bad days, in face of blue days, in the face of somebody getting angry with you and having an upset. Your why is going to connect you to your end result. And it's going to carry you through all the toughness of making this plan work for you. Your why should be connected to you in a very heartfelt way. It's, if you want to lose 35 pounds, and I'm throwing this out there because I'm a health and wellness coach, and most of my clients want to lose weight. They wake up in the morning and the first thing they're like, I really need to lose weight. Or they're thinking, they get a report from the doctor, and the doctor is like, you really need to lose some weight. So that's why I'm going to that. But it's like, why do you want to lose the weight? Is someone else asking you to lose this weight? That doesn't connect to you. That's someone else's goal for you. But is that someone else really important to you? Is it a family member? Is it a son, a daughter, a spouse that truly cares about you? And is that connection strong enough to create that why in you, because you want to be there for them for a longer period of time? Do you want to go on that family vacation and really have a good time and be part of the activities that are going on? Is your health driving your why? Is your health such that I want to be around for my children? I want to be around to play with my grandchildren. I want to be fit and healthy so that I can enjoy my time with them. Or is it your spouse? I want to be with my partner, and I want to be together and enjoying doing things together that are physically active. So think of your why should connect with you on a heart and a soul level. It should be a part of, it should align with your values, your strengths, and your interests. And there's also a different aspect to whys too. Is there a purpose? Does it contribute to your purpose? One of the things a lot of longevity studies have shown, and even brain studies have shown, is that when our why and is connected to contributing a purpose greater than ourselves, or a contribution greater than ourselves, then it is more powerful intuitively and more powerful on a heart and a soul level for us than something that doesn't connect in a contributing and purposeful way. So people who live with purpose, people who contribute to others, find it easier to connect with their whys. So find it easier to continue with their goal planning and goal setting because of that contribution and purpose they have. So go in and think intrinsically, especially if you want to be with family, and family is a big driver, or your community. What is your community? Is your community a spiritually bound community? Is it your church? Is it around a business purpose? Is it a community? Can be a lot of things. It doesn't have to be neighborhood or family driven. Community can be other like-minded individuals that contribute and help you contribute and feel purpose and feel really good about yourself. I hope that 2022 is going to be a kinder, gentler year for all. I know for one, I feel very different. I felt very different this holiday season and coming into 2022 than I did the last 2 years. I didn't feel as much stress and anxiety. I felt much more calm and centered. And I don't know if that's due to personal work I've been doing or whether that's environmental. And we're just spinning into a more kinder and gentler year, which I hope for everyone. But I felt really more in tune and aligned with the goals I was setting for 2022 to come in for this year and what I want to do. And I did have to sit down and think about my why. Why do I want to do this? What's driving me? And how can I connect it to a force that's greater than me so that I can maintain and stay the course even when I hit obstacles and barriers. So in that, and maybe all our goals don't have to be health and wellness driven or exercise related. It could be, I want to volunteer 1 day a week or 3 days a month at my favorite charity. We can find other goals that we need to set. And, as an entrepreneur, you and I, we have goals that we need to hit in our business to stay in business. Those are part of our goals for the new year. So there are several ways you can find things. There's a wonderful exercise called the Wheel of Life. And if you Google the Wheel of Life, and it has 7 up to as many aspects of your life that you can incorporate that create the whole of you. And I'm going to touch on the basics. The basics are a spiritual, physical, emotional, financial, social, Those are the like the basic five. And I try to look at each one of those and have something that is going to touch on all of those.
Hmm. Hmm.
For me personally, that helps because for a lot of years, my wheel of life was quite flat.
Hmm.
I was only focusing on certain aspects of my whole life. So I had a flat tire. I was trying to run a full life on a flat tire and I wasn't getting very far. And it created a lot of angst and anguish and frustration. So if you're feeling that way, it might be good to do the wheel of life, look up the wheel of life and look at the all the aspects that make the total of who we are
Hmm.
and see how do I have a goal in each one of these or is there carryover? Because some goals may tap into several of those aspects of your life.
Huh. Interesting.
But it all connects back. We all want to connect it back to heart-centered. It's got to. It's something that rests, and you may have to ask yourself a lot of questions like, why would I want to set this goal?
Mm-hmm.
Why would I want? And most goals require that we make changes, that we step up and make some changes. It's like, why do I want to make this change? What is my vision? What is the cause or the purpose or belief that's going to drive me and sustain me through making these changes?
Mm-hmm.
What inspires me to stay the course, to continue on my path in spite of all the obstacles and barriers that hit us on a daily basis? And when you're thinking about your why and you want to state it affirmatively, so it's like my reason for doing this is so that blah.
Mm-hmm.
So you want it to be affirmative. So it's like I will, and what your contribution is, or I will, stated affirmatively, I will contribution so that then you have impact of your contribution. And your contribution can be, I will walk every day so that I will get my body, start getting in shape.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So those are some ways you can think about your why. I know, and it can be simple. Like one of my whys for maintaining a healthy, stable weight is because I love my clothes and I don't want to go buy new clothes.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I don't want to have to start buying new clothes so I can fit in them if I gain weight. So my why for maintaining a healthy, stable weight is I love what I'm wearing. I love my clothes. I don't want to have to go buy new things for that reason.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So it can be from the simple to the extremely high and spiritual and lofty goals of I'm going to volunteer one day a week at the food bank so that I can help those who don't have what I have, who don't have as much as I have, or so that I can contribute and give back to society. So we can be simple and we can be lofty.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's true, Elsie. What I like about what you were saying just a minute ago about change and adjusting to those changes, that's just reminded me talking to somebody earlier today because of, as you know, for one hot topic, and there's been a lot of arguments and disagreements, is schools, for example, especially here in Atlanta, that some schools are shutting down, going virtual, some are, just they don't know what to do. But he was mentioning to me how people have become depressed, and several people he knows that are suffering severe depression from being kind of isolated, and now this change of, the other changes affected from what's going on out there. So I think it's a tough time right now for not only setting new goals and new desires and things like that, but one of the things you find problems, it looks like, with people is just trying to adjust to these changes, like you said, and try to deal with how do I, let's say a single parent, send my kids to virtual school when I've got to be at work all day? I can't afford, childcare, for example. Or how do I deal with, the depression of being quarantined and not being able to see my friends and socialize? There's a lot of things there, I think, that are applicable of what you're saying to what's going on, especially right now, don't you think?
Oh gosh, yes. Anxiety,
Mm-hmm.
tension,
Anxiety.
stress.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Mm-hmm.
the role this pandemic is having in our lives is dramatic.
Yeah, it's
And
true.
I feel so fortunate that I really only have me and my two dogs to worry about. I don't have children in my home that I have to worry about getting to school. Do I have to make that decision? Do I pull them out? Do I keep them in? I'm a big proponent of masks. I wear masks when I go out uh, um, because I feel that I didn't have a cold. I didn't even have the sniffles last year.
Mm-hmm.
And
Good.
that
Good.
was part of the reason why I wore a mask.
Mm-hmm.
And I
Mm-hmm.
know some people differ with that. I think that again, that is luckily it is a personal choice right now.
Mm-hmm.
But I think thinking about how I affect other people is another reason why wear a mask. I don't know if I could be spreading it or spreading the virus or not. I don't know. The tension, there are resources out there to help people who are struggling
Hmm.
with making decisions because they need assistance. There
Mm-hmm.
are hotlines. A lot of people are suffering from
Oh
depression,
yeah. Mm-hmm.
anxiety, from being alone and locked up, or they are feeling they're locked up and cooped up.
Mm-hmm.
There are a lot of resources online of ways to ameliorate anxiety and tension. A lot of it has to do with meditation, getting out in nature, taking a walk.
Hmm.
You can do that. You can get out every day and walk. And that helps. Being physically active helps reduce stress and anxiety. Breath work, taking deep breaths, sitting at your desk or lying on your
Mm-hmm.
bed and focusing on your breath and expanding and contracting the diaphragm with the breath work. So doing breath work is also a really good way to help with stress and anxiety.
Mm-hmm.
Being mindful, taking time out, when you're either working or you're sitting, cut off all the devices, put them away, focus on the now. What are you feeling right now? How are you feeling right now? Connect with yourself. And
Mm-hmm.
that's kind of pie in the sky, but it's true. When you turn off everything, you sit quietly and you just ask yourself a couple of questions. How am I feeling right now?
Yeah.
What's going on with me right now? Identifying that and telling yourself everything's going to be okay.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And if I need help, I can find it. And
Yeah.
do need help, reach out to the resources. I know there are a lot of TV stations and radio stations that have referral lists on their websites for immediate help. And you can reach out to your friends, reach out to your family, reach out to your employers. Most
Hmm.
employers have employee assistance programs
Yeah.
that are there to help people with their stress and their tension and their anxiety.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Another way to deal with stress and tension anxiety is to create your goals, create your resolutions, do your goal work, figure out what do I want to do this year? What do I want to accomplish? And
Mm-hmm.
it can be, like I said, it can go from the mundane of I want to maintain a healthy, stable weight to I've just been diagnosed with prediabetes. I want to get the 10 pounds off. I want to improve my biometrics. So I want to learn how to eat healthier.
Hmm.
I want to learn how to meal plan. I want to exercise 3 days a week. I joined a virtual gym in 2020 because all the gyms shut down.
Yeah.
I met another coach through a networking group and I joined his virtual gym. I'm still
Mm-hmm.
doing that to
Mm-hmm.
this day. And so connecting online is a good substitute for in person. And I loved his group because it's all on Zoom. So they're actually live people up at the same time I am doing the same workout
Oh, wow.
and connecting. So it's been really good.
Oh, that's great.
But, it's all got to come from us. We have to be our own agents of change. We have to figure out what we need and what we want.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes that's just asking simple questions of ourselves is, what do I want to do this year? What do I want to accomplish? Do I want to make any changes? Do I want to maintain what I'm doing? Do I have goals for my children that I'd like to see? Do I have goals with family and friends? It's look at all the moving pieces of your life. And again, I highly recommend going to a Wheel of Life exercise. You can find them online. You can reach out to you. You can reach out to me. We can have a conversation about that to see how is my life flowing.
Mm-hmm.
But it all comes back to us. We are our own agents of change. And when we do that and when we start that process, it can be fulfilling, rewarding, eye-opening, and it can help us step up and get out of some of our anxiety and frustration and tension.
That's great. I like that Wheel of Life demonstration. It's great visualization. That's terrific. I like that, Elsie. Very, very well said. Well, Elsie, this is excellent. As always, so eloquent and articulate. What else do you have planned for not only the start of this year, but what's going on this month in January? What's your schedule lined up to be?
I've got a busy schedule. I
Mm-hmm.
am opening a program. It starts on January 26th, which is a Wednesday. It's a 30-day Whole Foods detox.
Oh, wow.
And it will run from our first Zoom will be January 26th. The program actually starts on Sunday, which I think is the 30th of January.
Okay.
And it will end on Monday, February 28th. So it is a full 30-day Whole Foods detox. So the dates are a little aligning because I really wanted to get it in February. And so that is coming up. If anybody is interested in joining, I haven't got the landing page up yet. Hopefully that will be up over the weekend or by next week. So they can reach out and call me or text me at 404-788-1610. We can talk about the particulars. It is $97. The early bird pricing is $97, and it will go up to $295 after the early bird subscription ends. Again, it's 30 days. It's a Whole Foods detox, and that's coming up in February. So that's what I'm working towards. I've also got several other things going on, and it's going to be a busy month. It's hard to believe that January 2022 is finally here.
Yeah, that's true. And again, everything that you went over with this goal setting plan is really excellent. It's a great Kickstarter, I think, for people to get out there and check out that Wheel of Life and kind of reassess, evaluate their why, and that way they can kind of intuitively get what they want. And you addressed everything just perfectly there, Elsie. That was great. Again, thank you so much. I'm really enjoying all of our video blogs together, and I couldn't think of a better person. You're my favorite guest to have on here to kick off 2022 the right way. So thank you so much, Elsie.
Thank you, and Happy New Year, everybody. Let's make this a joyful year.
Yeah, very true. I like that. Good mantra. Like you said, very joyful, and for sure, definitely making sure that this year will be maybe a little bit calmer and less chaotic than last year. I think that's a great idea. Yeah, very.
Take a break.
Yeah,
from the chaos.
Yes, very, very true. Absolutely, Elsie. Well, again, thank you. Again, perfect. Well done on that, Elsie. Thank you, like always. And let's get another one of these next month in February, and check in and see how the detox program's going too. So for sure, definitely, they should definitely check that out. And one more time, let's please go ahead and plug your contact information just in case, so they can reach out to you and sign up for that.
Great. You can reach me through Facebook, Elsie Trawick, or
Okay.
Elsie Trawick Wellness, and LinkedIn, Elsie Trawick. And my phone number is 404-788-1610. Please text or call, and let's schedule a conversation.
Yeah, definitely. Very good, Elsie. Well, that's excellent. Good luck with the program. I think that's a wonderful deal, and a great job with again the video blog today. That was wonderful. So, looking forward to seeing you next month, Elsie. And again, keep up the great work out there. And Happy New Year to you. And stay warm out there in Asheville as well.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, the weather's kind of crazy. We had 70 degrees on Christmas
Oh
Day.
wow.
Let's see, last Sunday it dropped 40 degrees from the
Oh
60s down
gosh.
into the teens. It
Oh
was
no.
had some snow.
Oh wow. Wow, it is cold
Yeah,
out there. Oh gosh. So make sure.
wild weather ride.
Yeah, yeah, very, very true. Well, be safe, Elsie, and be careful out there. And as we fade to black, here comes the contact information for you one more time right here. So we'll see you next time, Elsie. Thank you again.
Thank you.
All right, Elsie, we'll see you next time.
Thanks.
All right.